everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a really quick November wrap-up. It's going to be a bit short because I did only read 5 books this past month, which, isn't horrible, but I've done better, but that's okay. So let's just get right into it. So, the very first book I read in November was Rough and Tumble by Shay Connor. I read this on ebook and I loved it a lot. I read it all in one sitting. Hi, Tango. Rough and Tumble, really put me through a lot of emotions. It was very intense. There were very intense moments that made me anxious at times, and scared, and sad. But it also warmed my heart at times, too. I just overall really enjoyed it, and I rated it 5 stars. Second book I read was Goddess and the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson. I started reading it physically. I would read a chapter or two every night before I went to bed, and then I was like, I just want to finish this. So I audiobooked the rest of it, and it was super enjoyable. It's a fun sci-fi young adult. It was really good. Highly recommend. I will put the links to all of the descriptions and summaries and stuff to all these books in my description, because I am horrible at summarizing them. But yes, I read this because the sequel, I believe, has come out already or will be coming out soon, and I am really excited to start that one. The third book I read was Ever After by Eden French. It was super fun. I again also read this in one sitting on my Kindle. I also enjoyed it. It made me squeal many times. I also recommend this to anyone looking for a fun adult romance that's quick to read. Highly recommend. The next book I read was The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I love V.E. Schwab's books so much. One of my favorites by her is Vicious. I still need to continue that series, but I love that book a lot, so I was really excited when this one came out, and I did enjoy this a lot. I wasn't surprised that I enjoyed it because a lot of others did, and I like her books and her writing and her characters and all. So this was amazing. I know this is very popular, and for good reason too, because it was so good. I listened to audiobook for this one. The audiobook was really good. I did like the narrator on it. I would recommend all these books because I rated them all 5 stars, but that's okay. The next book I read was Fable by Adrienne Young. This is my favorite book of the year. I know this one hasn't ended yet, but I have a feeling it will probably stay that way. But this book was just, oh my god, so jaw-dropping good. There was never a dull moment in this, at all. Which, it was great, because I love me some fast-paced books, and this was that. This was fast-paced. It really gets to where it wants to go, and I appreciated that. I'm not that big of a fan of slower books because they just kind of bore me a little sometimes, but this was definitely really, really good. I am really upset that I have to wait a while before the sequel comes out, and because those lucky people that were able to get an e-arc of that, I'm a little jealous, but that's okay. Either way, I can't wait for that to come out. I definitely recommend this. I physically read this. I started it in the beginning of the month, and I only read 3 chapters, and then I didn't finish it until near the end of the month, but I read the last bit of it in all one sitting, and it was so, so, so good, and highly, highly, highly recommend it. Also, this cover is so good, and I've seen the cover for the sequel, and it's I love how you put the book next to the, if I do some editing, I might be able to edit it there, but the sequel is the other half of her face, and it's really cool. I have not seen that before with book covers, so that's really awesome. And the very last book I read was How to Catch a Queen by Alyssa Cole. This was my first ever historical romance, and I am so glad I decided to read this one as my first, because this was really good. I've heard a lot of good things about this author. When I posted my post about it on Instagram, I had a lot of people just saying how much they loved her romances and stuff, so I was excited to start this, and it was so good. I also read this in one sitting. I read a lot of things in one sitting last month, but you know, when things are good, you gotta just finish them. You can't wait to go back and finish them at a time. You just gotta get it done, you know? And it was so, so good. I cannot wait to read others from her, and I'm excited for the sequel, How to Catch a Princess, to come out next year. And I can't wait to also read more historical romances, since, you know, she introduced me to the genre, and I love it. Like I said in my past video, mass market paperbacks are the cutest. Like, come on, look how tiny and cute it is. Those were all the books that I did read this month. Overall, it was a really great reading month, and I can't wait to see what the end of December brings me. I hope I'm able to read more, but we shall see how it goes. Thank you everyone for watching. I have another video coming out that I'll be recording soon that I'm really excited for. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this short video. Hey buddy, it's okay. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!